Hands down already.
What's up guys and welcome. You're watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with Samson Dauda, and even though he has clarified that he isn't looking for a new coach right now, but still his recent Instagram Q&A, it was all flooded with just one question. Who is gonna be his next coach?
Who is your new coach? I told you I was going to get a lot of these. Already answered that.
So the other thing that everyone wants to know is the reason of the split up between these two gentlemen, Milos and Samson Dauda. Because everything seemed to be going really well up until this year's Arnold. So did something go wrong during the last week of this year's Arnold Classic? Did something go wrong in the peak week? So my personal opinion is that yes, something did went wrong. And that is Samson and Milos did more than 10 shows together. So Milos had more than enough time and all the data that was needed to bring him in 100%. But for whatever reason, they were not able to deliver the level of conditioning that the judges want to see from these guys.
What happened or what went wrong? Why do everybody always assume something has to go wrong? It's not about what went wrong. Everything went right. But the thing is, we know for the next level and what we're trying to achieve, we need more. And you know what? We both have tried several times to try to get that, and it just hasn't worked out quite like that, the way we wanted to. And, after, you kind of like running out of ideas, you want to try something new. And that's just basically what it is. We need to try and figure out something new out to take us to the next level, to take us one step further. We know we have the potential to do so, and we just, we need to try to figure it out. And I think, we just got to the point where we are stuck with that. And, yeah, hopefully, we try to figure that out together for the future and see where we go from there.
I mean, he wasn't off for anything. But still, the judges are constantly telling him to bring an elite level of conditioning. And Samson must be so tired of hearing this over and over again, that he needs to come in more sharper, more detailed. What I'm trying to say is he is a 300 pounds bodybuilder, and he eats 3 whole eggs in the breakfast. Now, for those of you guys who have done prep in the past, because I for one have done a lot of preps, so 3 egg whites is like a drop in the bucket. I don't know how much more suffering Samson has to go through in order to be in that elite level of conditioning that the judges want to see from him.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, man. A lot of people want to know this. Is what caused me to part from Milos. You know what, man? It's just life, man. Look, we've come a long way, and there's no doubt about that. We've progressed my physique to something that is just unheard of in the space of 3 years. And everybody see that. Like I said, when I started with Milos in 2021, a lot of people didn't even know who I was. A lot of people didn't know anything about me. A lot of people didn't know anything about that. And Milos was there, so he helped me grow my physique all that time. But at the same time, man, we are at the point where we're at the precipice of actually going all the way with it. And we've tried different ways to try to figure this out and figure out how to really get me into that next level. We've come from a long way, but we got to the next level in it. And we've tried different methods and different ways, and it just hasn't worked, and we haven't quite figured it out yet. And I just think, man, you know what? It's time for us to try something new and try to figure out new things. And he agrees with that as well. So it's just unfortunate, but, these things happen, man. You got to evolve.
Now, all that being said, I am so glad that both these guys, Milos and Samson, even though they are not working together anymore, but there is still very high level of respect shown by both these guys here, as it is pretty much evident from Samson's response here. And let's give Milos the respect that he deserves, the credit that he deserves. He helped achieve Samson so much in the last 2 years. He was there when Samson was struggling to win his first pro show. And not only did he help him win his first pro show, but it took him all the way to being the 3rd best bodybuilder in the world. And the Arnold Classic title as well. So I have to say, only a handful of bodybuilders in the last 2 decades, they have had this sort of success in such a short time span. So according to Samson, nothing went wrong. He just want to try something different.
Like I said earlier, why would you assume that? Not everything has to be shown and posted on social media. And just because you don't see something on social media doesn't mean it doesn't happen. That is a very, very negative mindset to have, and a very, very big contradiction to jump into. So please, stop.
The first official confirmation by Rubiel Mosquera, aka Neckzilla's trainer and his coach, Chris Cormier, that he is prepping for the New York Pro, which is going to be happening in 9 weeks from now.
I don't think he's going to New York. Chris, what is he doing? Do you know?
He has to. I think he's going to New York.
Yeah. Well.
So at his pro debut, Rubiel went against Samson Dauda, Michael Crizo, and Nathan Diasha. And that was really brave because that was a deep lineup. So here at the New York Pro, he's gonna be going up against Nick Walker, Tonio Burton, and also a bunch of other guys. And I have to say, realistically speaking, no matter how much big of a freak your Rubiel is, he stands no chance against Nick Walker. And that only means one thing. He's gonna have to plan some other show to earn his Olympia qualification.
You should pick a plan B just in case, you know? Because Nick Walker is not losing. Nick Walker is not losing the New York Pro next to him. I don't care.
And the reason I'm saying that is because, yes, size matters. This is open bodybuilding we are talking about. And Rubiel is the freaks of freaks. He is the biggest of them all. He has some very standout body parts. Like he has the biggest set of quads in the world. But the thing is, he's still lacking separation, he's still very disproportionate. Now, whether that is genetics or the way he has trained in the past, we're gonna find that out soon enough. But the thing is, Nick Walker is a much more complete bodybuilder top to bottom. So I still think him skipping Japan just a week after Prague, that was a golden opportunity missed by him. He could have easily qualified for the Olympia and could have used the rest of the year to focus on making his upper body more muscular, so that he becomes more of a balanced bodybuilder. Now, all that being said, we the fans so want to see this battle on the stage. Two of the most freakiest bodybuilders in the Ivy Pro League battling it out on the stage. That is gonna be a sight to see. And we have to keep this in mind. Open bodybuilding is what fills the seats. People come to these shows for the big boys. They want to see those freaks of nature. And these two are the biggest of them all.
I don't care how big his squats are. That's going to take a little bit to look. Because Nick's gonna be 100% so on because he has to win this show.
So, as we just mentioned Nick Walker, it was kinda too bad that Nick Walker wasn't able to make it to the Olympia stage last year. Even one of the IVB judges, Tarek, said that Nick could have been fighting for the Olympia title last year. Now, me personally, I kinda disagree with that. Because people just forget one thing. Nick Walker was gonna be under those same lighting. And it isn't like the top guys were off. We have seen all this footage from the backstage where all of them looked really diced. But still, I do believe that he would have definitely been in the mix. With guys like Hadi Chopin, Samson Dauda, and Derek Linsford. I think the final call-out would have been between 4 guys instead of 3. Now, coming back to present. His comeback to the New York Pro and winning that prestigious ring means so much for his career. He's still in the 280s range, and he looks unbelievably good, especially conditioning-wise, because he is at such a heavy body weight, and he's what, like 9 or maybe 10 weeks out of the show here. That conditioning right there is absolutely ridiculous. The shoulder to waist ratio looks great, and this is something Nick really struggled with during the beginning of his professional career. And it is really true that Nick Walker has been really able to improve his shape over the years. Or the way he shows up on the stage, the way he represents himself, that is just superb. He knows how to showcase his strengths, and more important than that, he knows how to hide his flaws. And he has been one of those guys who have this ability to put on muscle at such a rapid pace. While his critics said that he's gonna blow up his waistline, even I have said that in the past, that he really needs to watch his waistline. But time after time he has proved everyone wrong. So no one has any doubt that Nick Walker is not gonna win this show. Everyone believes that the New York Pro is gonna be like a walk in the park for him. The question is it gonna be a slam dunk like Hadi did at this year's Arnold? This is what Nick Walker is aiming to do. And if he's able to do that, that is gonna set him up really nicely for this upcoming Mr. Olympia in October. So do you guys think any of these other guys, like Tony Button and Neckzilla, do these guys have a chance of giving Nick Walker a run for his money? Because if they can, that is gonna make the show really damn interesting. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.